I don't add up. Okay. Hello, everyone. All right. So, hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Hold on. Let me just make sure that everything is good to go. Okay. And you guys can see me. Okay, cool. So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Euniycemari, your skin spiritualist. So I have my notes here. Okay. Um, Not my phone turning on the full on camera. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about how long does it take for you to actually see the results from your skincare routine. Uh, First thing first, you guys have to understand that it is a process and it requires a lot of patience and consistency. We talk about this a lot when it comes to skin, is that I always tell you guys consistency is key and having patience. So, whenever you are using products and you want to see a certain result, just keep in mind that it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Um, Skin renew itself every 28 to 40 days. Just a like fun fact about it. And also it depends on like your age and your lifestyle as well. Um, so pretty much with that being said is that it's going to take time for your skin to fully like turn over and get used to a product, etc., to really see the results, right? And this is why this is important too. It's like we want to be realistic, okay? And I'm one of them where you have to be realistic about the skin and how it operates, okay, and how it naturally does what it does, okay. Let's see. So I feel like usually in about 30 days, and I say this before, usually in about 30 days, if you are consistent with your skincare routine, you will see a major difference in your skin. All right. Now, when it comes to hyperpigmentation and things of that sort, that takes a little bit longer, but usually with setting realistic expectations, you have to understand the cycle of a skin and how it works, and that will lead you to knowing, okay, it's going to take some time, 30 days, maybe a little bit longer, for me to see the results of what I'm doing. All right. And I'm all about having realistic expectations. Okay. So that needs to be done. Now, we're gonna go through and I'm gonna kind of like break down to you like week by week what you can see like on your journey when you are using your skincare consistently and when you are patient, what you can see throughout that journey. So we're gonna start with week one, right? I'm looking down at my notes, so if you guys see me looking down, that's why. So week one of you being consistent with your skincare routine, you may notice small changes like a smoother texture and your skin looking just more plump, right? Looking more hydrated, looking better. So that is one thing you may see in the beginning, like the first week of being consistent. The second week of being consistent, your skin starts to adjust to the skincare products, right? So you're going to start seeing they say with my research, they're saying like you'll see more purging in that week if you're using like retinols and things of that sort. You might see the purging happen where you may have a little bit of breakout or whatnot, but your skin is starting to adjust to what you are using. Um, and that's where you'll start to see the results of that between the weeks of 2 weeks to 4 weeks. 4 to 8 weeks, you're going to start to see the results of it showing. So that's why I say 30 days. When it comes to using your skincare products, you see a difference. So 30 days is when you'll start seeing more of an even tone, less dullness, and fewer breakouts when you are using your products consistently and when you are being, on the journey, right? And then, of course, 3 months and beyond, you will see the full transformation. So you will see uh, better hyperpigmentation. You know, you're not better hyper. Well, your hyperpigmentation will improve. You'll see skin texture improve. You'll have more glowing skin. So over the course of like the first week, the second week through the fourth through the eighth, the 3 months and over, you will see your skin gradually improve. But I just want to say, like, for this timeline of you being on the skincare journey, you have to understand that consistency and patience is key. I can't tell you how important that is, right? So when you are um you want the end results, right? I think when I'm talking to my clients and all that, I always tell them you want to focus on what it is that you want at the end of at the end of all this, right? What do you want to see happen with your skin? You want to see an improvement? Okay, well, you're gonna have to just give it time and be consistent and do what you need to do so that you can see your skin be its best, right? A quick little story. So I had a woman come in about 2 weeks ago. And she came in and I looked at her skin and I could tell she was using something that just was too much, right? It was just something wasn't agreeing. And come to find out, she was using retinoids or retinol, and she was using some other things. And I said, you know what? Your skin is textured. Whatever you're using is just not really, it's not really meshing, or it's not really doing any good for your skin. So I need for you to pull back on that. Use these products, be consistent, and I will see you in 2 weeks. I saw her yesterday and her skin looked amazing. And she was like, you were right. You were right. Consistency with products and really just doubling down on your routine, you're going to definitely see the results that you want to see. Okay, so that's what to expect from like week 1 to 3 months and beyond, is that, you know, you're going to see your skin gradually improve over time. So now let's talk about factors that will affect how fast you see results, because I think we don't think about that when it comes to skincare. We don't think about, you know, the things that can affect how our skin receives products, how our skin progresses when it comes to our skincare journey. So let's talk about skin types, because yeah, we gonna go there. Okay, this is gonna be a real, I really want to get in depth with this as well. So let's talk about skin types. So depending on your skin type, which you are dry, oily, combination, acne, you have to understand that it may take certain skin types a little bit longer to get to where you want to get to. So, for example, if you are acne prone and you are trying to figure out what is causing you to break out, you have to understand that that may take a little bit longer for you to see the results in which you want to see. The thing about acne is that it equals to scarring, right? And a lot of the times people jump the fence by trying to uh, fade the scars, but you're not getting to the reason as of why you're breaking out. I tell my clients time in and time out that if you are constantly breaking out, you are constantly going to scar, and you are constantly going to be battling the scarring, right? And it's going to be a repetitive cycle if you're doing that over and over and over and over and over again. You have to get to the core of why you are breaking out, and that may take some time. You know, if everything that you are doing at home is not working, then you may have to go and see a dermatologist, which is it's all going to take time. So depending on what your skin combination, your skin type is, and what you have going on, you can take longer in your skin journey. It can take longer for you to see results in your skin. Okay, so that's just being realistic. So skin type does matter when it comes to that. All right. The next thing that are factors that affect how you may see results is the type of products you are using. And I'm gonna have to zone in on this all the way. And if you see my short earlier today, I talked about how using the wrong type of products can mess your skin up. And this is just hand in hand with me saying that you have to make sure that you are using the right ingredients for your skin. That is anywhere from a basic face wash to active ingredients like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and things of that sort. If you are not using the right ingredients for your skin, you can see the reverse in your skincare. It can take longer for you to see the results that you want to see. Okay. Uh, that's just point blank what it is, right? Um, a lot of you guys have to understand that when it comes to using active ingredients, if they are used incorrectly, they can do things like mess up your skin barrier, right? And now you're using products and you're not understanding, why is my skin barrier looking like this? Why is my skin rough and all that? Now you got to go through the whole process of fixing your skin barrier so that your skin can get back on track to then get to where you want to, right? Where you want to be with your skin. So it's very important that the type of products you are using are the correct ones for your skin type, all right? The next factor that may be affecting how fast you see results in your skincare routine or in your skin in general is consistency. Right up my alley is consistency, right? I can't say that enough. And I don't want to, beat y'all in the head with it, but you have to be using the product consistently. You can't sit up here and go, oh, that doesn't work for me, and you don't even use it. You don't even use it. You don't wash your face every day. You don't moisturize every day. You don't exfoliate once a week. You don't use your face mask. And then you're up here talking about I don't see the results. You need to be consistent. Okay? Just like how you consistently go into work, become consistent with your skincare routine. Okay? And then the next thing that are factors that affect how you see your results is your lifestyle. Your lifestyle. I'm going to need for y'all to take a sit on this one, okay? Because we need to talk. We need to talk. I understand everything going on in this world. I understand that there are a lot of stressors, people under stress, things of that sort. But your lifestyle, your environment affects your skin. If you're stressed, if you're not drinking your water, if you're not eating correctly, if you are sleeping on pillowcases that haven't been washed in months, if you are using dirty towels on your face, your lifestyle, the things around you are going to affect your skin. And you have to realize as well, right? You have to figure out, okay, I've been stressing so much. And you know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you. Stress, let's just take out the fact of how it jacks up your skin. Stress can mess up your health. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. You won't ever see me stressing about anything. Why? Because you're not gonna see me in a hospital. No. Okay. So you have to keep in mind that your lifestyle affects how your skin shows up. Okay. And a lot of times, if you guys get rid of some of these things in your lifestyle that are hindering your skin, you will see a lot more results, or you'll see better results in your skin. All right. So next, let's talk about some tips to stay patient and consistent when you are on the journey of improving your skin and seeing the results of your skincare. We are going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the tips on how to stay patient and consistent. So my biggest tip is not giving up too early, of course. I feel like in this time, in this day, everybody wants quick results when it comes to everything. And skin is one of those, it's not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix. And another side story, I had a client that was just like that. A client who came in, she complained about some things with her skin, and I looked at her and I said, well, are you doing XYZ? She's like, no. I said, well, you need to be doing that. Oh, well, I don't want to have to do my skincare routine. I need something that's just quick. Maybe there's a surgery. That's what she said. Maybe there's a surgery that I can do. And that is the problem with today. Everybody wants quick results. And if they don't see it happen the day of, then they're throwing in the towel. I need for you guys to understand that skin does not work like that. Skin takes time to rejuvenate. Skin takes time to get used to products. Skin takes time to show the results in which you want. So you can't use a product for 2 days and say that it's not working when you didn't even give your skin the chance to really fully absorb it, really fully get used to it, and for you to even figure out if you really like the product. You get what I'm saying? So, uh, being, what was I gonna say? So, I lost my train of thought. So, not giving up early and not just throwing in the towel and using a product 3 days in and actually giving it time to work is going to be your best friend. You're going to see those results, okay? So you're usually about to get, you usually give a product about 6 to 8 weeks to see the results. Now for me, I always say usually a month in, and there are some products that I even personally used and I was like, after like 2 days of using it, I was like, oh, this is not for me. This is not for me. And I could just kind of tell what works for me at this point and what doesn't. But if you are unsure and it's not giving you like any rash or anything, continue to use that product for about, I would say, 6 to 8 weeks to see if you see anything come from it, right? So you do have to give it about 6 to 8 weeks for it to work. Another great way also is tracking your progress. So take a picture where you started in the beginning, snap a little picture of your face, the acne on the side of your face, take a picture. And then in 6 to 8 weeks, take another picture and compare them and see what your skin looks like, from the first time you used it or when you started using the product to now. So using pictures to see your improvement is also a way for you to stay consistent, because I feel like when you see your skin improving, it gives you more motivation because you're like, oh, my skin is clearing up. Okay, I have to keep up with this because I like the results in which I have. So taking progress photos is really important for you to see what your skin looks like. And also the people around you who see your skin and you get those compliments like, girl, your skin looks good. Then you know you're on track. When people around you, like your family, your friends, your coworkers, you walk in, they go, girl, you got a glow. What you got going on? That's how you know you're on track also with your skincare, and also that keeps you continuing going. Yeah, that motivation right there because everybody's complimenting you. Okay, so definitely stay consistent. All right, so let's see. Um, so now I want to take some questions. So if you guys have any questions about skincare, staying consistent with your skincare, seeing results on your skincare, I'm going to open up the floor here for you guys to take a while to answer so that we can have that back and forth too. You guys been kind of quiet in the chat, okay? And I want you guys to actually take something from this. All right. So while we let the floor be open for that, let's just do a little bit of a recap, okay? So first thing first, my nose is itching. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay. So first thing first, when it comes to, I'm opening up the floor to for you guys, just for you guys are just coming into the chat for questions. So if you have any questions about your skincare routine, seeing results, leave the comments as you go. So a little bit of a backup. Number one, when it comes to your skincare, setting realistic expectations about your skin. Just knowing what you are going to see from week 1 to 3 months and beyond when it comes to your skincare routine. The factors that affect how fast you will see results, like your skin type, the products you're using, consistency, and your lifestyle. And then also being patient and staying consistent so that you can see the results of using the products. So drop in the chat any questions you guys have, or how long have you been doing your current skincare routine? Are there any products that you guys like? Let's talk. I'm all for it. Currently, what am I using? I am using, oh my gosh. So y'all probably heard about Medicube. So I bought Medicube a couple of weeks ago and I've used it about 2 to 3 times. And it's the Peel Off Collagen Mask. And I thought the hype was just the hype because, whenever it comes to TT product, you got to be careful what you buy. And I like it. The glow it gives you, excuse me. Now, I usually end up peeling it off like halfway through the night of me sleeping because it irks. Like, to sleep with something on your face all night, I don't know. I really can't do it. So usually, like at 2 o'clock in the morning in my sleep, I'm like peeling the face mask off. But it leaves your skin so smooth and glowy, and I like it. I like it. So currently, that's like my new buy on what I've been using, the Medicube collagen peel off overnight face mask. Get it. They got me. Get into it. Look at this millennial. Look at this millennial. Get into it. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Oh, I can add a sticker. Let me see if I can add a sticker. A small act of kindness. That's not what I want to put though. Okay, I'm gonna put a sticker up real quick. What product are you currently using? If you guys have any questions, the floor is open for question. You've been on for how long? It's probably been about 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Are you? Currently using. All right, I'm gonna just put this question in the chat just to get the conversation popping, because y'all be quiet. Y'all be super quiet. Don't be quiet. Oh wait. Done. Okay. Is that how you do it? I will stick it right there. Oh. Okay. Cool. Let me see if I can move it. Oh, it's gonna be right in the middle of my face. Okay. Can I make it smaller? Okay, here we go. I'm like, you don't gotta be right in my face. So pretty much, I just want to know, what products are you currently using that you are loving? Put it in the box there. Okay. Put it in the box. All right. You guys don't have any questions? All right, cool. So pretty much, skincare results take time, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole gist of this whole conversation. All right. You just have to really, and I say this to my clients too, like, you have to really know what you have to really become serious about your skin. You have to become so serious about it. You cannot take it lightly, right? And also too, I had a client who was younger, and you guys, I'm 37, and she was like, I can't believe you're 37. You don't look 37. And I say this over and over and over again. The reason why my skin looks the way that it looks is because I put the work in. Okay, I put the work in: consistency, patience, research. Okay, so that my skin looks the way that it looks, right? So when you are on the skincare journey, you just got to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with your skin. You have to love your skin. Okay, you have to give it that TLC. All right, you have to understand that this is a process, and I get it, because there are some things that people are also insecure about: hyperpigmentation, acne breakouts. Yeah, there are things. I've been there. This is how this whole journey began, right? And I've been there where I've had skin issues that made me insecure. They didn't make me feel good about myself, right? Being in front of people was something that I didn't really want to do. And that's where I had that motivation on my own to be like, I got to get to the core of what it is so that I can clear up my skin. Now, a little bit of my story is that nothing in store was working anymore. You know, I was working at a retail job. I was going to school. I was like, what, in my early 20s? And my skin was just acting a fool. The same thing I've been using for years was no longer working for me. And that's where I was like, okay, I got to get to the core of what was going on. And I did a deep dive into like my life as well. There was some stress that was there that I needed to work through. And that's when I just stripped my whole skincare routine and said, we're going to just go ahead and go to the basics. We're just going to go a fragrance-free, calming face wash. And then we're just going to use a little bit of a moisturizer, and I started getting into using more natural ingredients like tea trees, jojobas, and almond oil, but really just sitting with my skin and tracking it and giving it the patience and the time that was needed in order for me to see it clear. And once I got my skin cleared, I said, oh, that's where it's at. And I just continued on that straight line of being consistent and patient and all that. And knock on wood, my skin has been amazing. Okay. And if you've been following the journey of mine, you know, okay, you know, we went from DIYing a lot of stuff. Okay. I've been on this YouTube for like, what, 12 years now? And okay, we've been there. So this is why when I'm coming on here and I'm talking to you guys, I understand it because I've been there. I'm not just here talking. And I didn't know that I was going to go into the way of working as an esthetician or working with skin. When I went to get my license, I didn't know that that was going to be what I was going to be doing. But I have a passion for skin and understanding that skin is the first thing that people see, right? Our skin is the first thing that people see when they come in contact with us. And we want to look our best. We want to look our best. We want to have even skin. We want to have that confidence. And I think that it's not talked about enough how having skin issues affects a lot of people's confidence. They don't want to take pictures. They don't want to be around people. Ever since the whole mask situation came out, people are still hiding their acne and things behind masks. Like, it affects a lot. And those are the things that people may not really want to talk about, but it's a reality for a lot of people. You know, it was a reality for me. And so I like to help other people with their skin. It gives me joy. It fills me in some type of way, like just knowing that, you know, I improve someone's skin, you know, and I can't explain it to you, but it just makes me so happy that a woman walks out of my suite and she is feeling way more confident than when she felt coming in, or asking the key questions to figure out why your skin is acting that way, what is being, you know, done. But at the end of all of it, I want you to understand this. You have to put in the work. Just like in any other area of your life, I can't tell you it anymore. You have to put in the work to improve your skin. Okay, you have to, right? There's no amount of surgeries you can do that is going to make your skin look better. If you're not living the lifestyle, if you're not walking that line, you can go and get retinols and Botoxes and everything injected in your face. Your skin is still not going to look its best because the skin is the foundation of everything else. You want your makeup to look good, you got to have good skin. You don't want to be saggy and wrinkly when you get older, you got to take care of your skin. And also too, internally it all begins. Internally. I keep telling y'all, drink your water, take your vitamins, make sure you're not lacking anything, right? Eat antioxidant rich foods. Drink some hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea, oh baby, I drink that at night or throughout the day, and it just adds to my glow and I look amazing. Speaking of, I should probably drink some tonight, but I'm gonna have some wine instead. But no, it's just when I come to you guys and we're talking about this, I just really want you guys to understand that it takes. I'm very passionate about it, and I just feel like I'm so passionate about it. I know some people probably be like, okay, girl, we get it, but I'm just so passionate about it because I understand it, and I know that, you know, I got here and I have the keys. I have the keys, and I give it to you. I have the keys, and I give it to you. But I'm all about integrity when it comes to the skin. You know, I'm not about quick fixes. I'm not about masking the issues. I'm not about any of that. You know, and one thing too, and it's probably going into a different little part of it, but it's fine. We'll just have a conversation. A lot of things too, like using acne treatments like Accutane and things of that sort. I feel like where we are going as well. Oh my god, this is a whole different conversation, but let's just keep the. We're going with young people that are like 10, 11, 12, 13, and they're using Accutane and they're using retinol and all this stuff. First of all, you guys usually aren't getting to the core of what's happening, why your skin is breaking out. A lot of people probably don't even need Accutane. They probably just need to cleanse their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I just think the life of quick fixes are going to make people look older as they are younger. As they age, you're going to look older. We are going to start to see people who are 25 look 40, and we're already starting to see it. And the reason why I've noticed is that the integrity or that underline of taking care of your skin, the way it needs to be taken care of, is out the window. Everybody wants a quick fix, but we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole unless y'all want to. Okay. Um but yeah, so that's just it. You just have to, give your skin some love, give it some time, and really know what you want. All right. Do you guys have any questions for me? You guys are quiet today, but it's okay though. Listen, as long as you guys are taking the information, that's what I'm here for. That is what I am here for. So you guys have any questions or anything? I'm gonna be quiet. Maybe I've been talking too much. I'm gonna be a little quiet. I'm not gonna look at the screen. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and do what you need to do. No, nothing. You guys like my dumb cane? My plants are growing so beautifully. I'm very, very happy, and I did a few propagations. Try to save a few plants because some of them, I don't know if it's because of the temperature fluctuation out here in LA. I don't know, but my plants have been. But my dumb cane is beautiful. I need to actually pot them. I need to put them into a bigger pot together so that they can grow, because they're pretty much, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're growing. They're too big, too big. So I have to, and they're starting to become a little leggy. Anyway, so yeah. But all right, you guys. So that's pretty much today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching on the live, and of course, if you guys want any more information when it comes to the skincare world, you guys can check out all of my playlists and things of that sort. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys in another live. Okay, bye.